Hello and welcome again to Empower Me. Before I go into the series of breaking down the barriers of racism, for those of you who have not yet purchased a copy of my book, it's The Evidence That Demands Your Verdict by Dr. Anthony Powell. It asks the question, Jesus or Muhammad, who is the greatest prophet? Please go to Amazon and get a copy. Do you know you can also get a copy in German? Yes, you can. Last week, we were focusing on the idea of the image of God. I will continue this idea of the image of God. According to Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the air, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. The meaning of this idea of ruling over is expressed better by the words managing, caring for, or being stewards of God's creation. God gifted humans alone with the function actually of co-managing and stewarding his creation. God is a creator God, and by placing his autograph on humanity in creating humans in his own image, he has made all humanity his fellow creators, who now are entrusted with overseeing and caring for his image. Humanity being created as God's image bearer, meaning all humanity, every race, every creed, every color, is intrinsically important and valuable in the eyes of the Creator. The image of God says every person somehow is especially endowed by God with equal dignity and worth. The image of God says every person shares the same substantive quality. All can think, all can reason, and all can and should be able to dialogue rationally, intelligently, and sensibly with one another, even and especially about racial issues. The image of God says every person possesses the same rational quality. We all can communicate with our Creator in meaningful and rational ways. And as rational beings, we too should be able to discourse and dialogue with one another in meaningful and rational ways, as equal image bearer in the human race. The image of God says every person embraces the same functional quality. All humans have been given the responsibility of co-managing and stewarding God's creation. The image of God says there is absolutely no substantive, relational, or functional difference among God's image bearer. Truly, this is the theological foundation and starting place for any discussion about race and race relations. Now, if Jesus really died for all the children of the world, which he mostly definitely did, it means he died for all of God's children. He died for you and for me and for everyone, all races, all creeds, and all colors of his own beautiful created image bearers. If God so loved all persons this much, doesn't this make the image of God the essential foundation for any understanding and application of dealing with racism in our world? That is it. That is it now for today. Join me next week as we define what exactly is racism. If you find the session empowering, please leave a comment. Also subscribe to my channel and receive my weekly videos. Thank you and have a great week.